Hi, today we're going to do a little bit of a light exercise and we're going to target the abdominals a little bit more. So you will need a mat, a little bit of space on the floor to do the floor exercises. But let's get started. So initially we need to warm you up. So we're just going to go for a little march on the spot. So keeping the tummy muscles nice and tight, keep your shoulders back and down. Keep your feet hip distance apart and just sway the arms. So don't forget corset, keep nice tight tummy. Okay, so just round your shoulders. So we'll just loosen you up just a little bit before we get started. So loosen the shoulders, try not to shrug the shoulders. Take the arms up and over. So lifting up nice and high, lifting up through the torso, but still keeping those feet moving. We're taking the arms down to our waist, taking our hands out to the side with a nice deep breath. And slowly out. So inhale, take the arms up to shoulder height, lifting up nice and tall, and lower the arms down. Again, just circle through the shoulders, take a little tap forward with your heels. So again, core muscles nice and tight, try not to sort of sway from side to side. So suck it in nice and tight. Think about standing up nice and tall. So if you think about pulling up through the head, lengthen through the neck, lengthen through the torso, tighten those tummy muscles. So a little tap forward with your toes. So again, think posture. And back to a little march. So bring in the arms now as well. So we'll take the arms up to the front, lower down, take them out to the side. So again, nice and smooth, breath in, and slowly out. Still keeping that corset nice and strong. When you're sitting at the desk, don't slouch. Take those arms, lift up through the waist, and keep those tummy muscles nice and tight. Okay, take the feet a little wider, feet flat to the floor, knees are slightly soft, elbows are into side, shoulders relaxed. Little movement to loosen through your spine. So take it to the center, take the opposite side, and keep it nice and smooth. So every time you take the hands to the side, think about tightening the tummy as well. Don't forget those hips stay forward. Okay, one more. Okay, we're going to take our hands down the side of our legs, lengthen up through the legs, take a little tilt to the side. Draw the opposite arm up to under the armpit. The legs are straight but not locked out. The head staying in line with your spine, and you're not holding the breath as you take the movement from side to side. We'll do one more. Standing up nice and tall. Now freeing the movement out, side to side. Lift the heels up, take the arms a little higher. Okay, start to lower the arms down. And again, just come to a little march. So while you're marching, think maybe to keep the room ventilated. So maybe open the window at this point, maybe taking a layer off, making sure you have enough space, maybe grabbing a mat, ready for the exercise. So I'm just going to get my timer. So we're just doing the first exercises timing. So I'd like you to go for a little march. So keep the feet moving. So good brisk march. So lifting those feet up and keeping the tummy muscles nice and tight, pushing back with those elbows, keeping the chest lifted, a good pace. So we've got another 15 seconds doing this, that's all. After 15 seconds, we're going to start to raise our knees up. We've got to keep our tummy muscles nice and tight as you do so. Okay, so start to raise the knees up, arms coming forward. So just in doing this, your arms and legs are moving, so your corset, your tummy, your core has to stay nice and strong. So just lifting the knees up, keeping the muscles, tummy muscles nice and tight. So we've got another 15 seconds doing this. Keeping those legs coming up, tummy muscles nice and tight. After this exercise, we're going into a heel dig, so it's tapping forward with your heels. So heel digs forward, elbows into the side. So you're doing a movement with arms and legs, but try and think about keeping that corset nice and tight. You've got a belt around your waist, a thick belt. You do it up until you can't do it up anymore. then you let it out one hole, and that hole is enough to allow you to breathe, but it still maintains that strong, tight stomach muscles. Okay, so heel digs. So standing on your right leg, heel toe with your left. Now this automatically compromises your balance. So you strengthen your support leg, but also this area's got to stay nice and strong, because otherwise you'd be sort of doing this if it was weak. So heel toe. Make it longer to challenge your core a little more, and increase the pace if you can. So you've got 25 seconds left. So the quicker the pace, the stronger this leg has to work, and the stronger the tummy muscles have to be to hold you in this stable position. We've got 8 seconds left. After 8 seconds, we take it into little toe taps coming forward. Okay, so little toe taps coming forward. The legs have a little bit of a rest. So tapping forward with your toes. Only for a short period of time. And then we'll be standing on a moving leg, the leg that you've just tapped forward and back, and working with the opposite side. We have 10 seconds left before we repeat that last movement on the opposite leg. Okay, so little heel toes to start. Just get your balance, recheck your core, tighten up that belt, one notch out so you can still breathe, but you're keeping it nice and tight. The movement with the leg is fairly small, so let's lengthen this so you can do it slowly to start off with. So it's heel in front, toe out behind. Let's increase the pace. So heel in front. So the weight of that long lever of the leg is making you unbalanced. So that support leg has to tighten up even more, and the core needs to stay nice and strong. Otherwise you wibble wobble. You do all of this. So you need to stay nice and strong in the centre. You've got another 12 seconds doing this exercise. After 12 seconds, have a little march to reset before we go into flick kicks forward. Okay, so a little march and reset. Same principle, we're kicking the legs forward. The support leg has to work really hard. Of course, it has to tighten up to maintain the balance. So, standing on this leg, little kick forward. Same principle, you know, if you aren't strong, you wibble wobble. So you need to tighten up, create that centre, that strong centre to work from. So we'll tap of the floor and a little kick forward. So again, if you increase the pace, you've got to tighten up even more. Otherwise, you'll be moving across the floor. Okay, you've got 20 seconds left. 20 seconds, keep going. We'll have a little march to reset. So keep that kicking. 10 seconds and we're there. Come on, let's give it a little bit more of a kick. Let's challenge your balance. Let's challenge your core. Okay, a little march to reset. Keep the pace up, keep moving. This is the last exercise we do standing. Before we do some exercises on the floor, well no, we do some more exercises actually, but we will do some exercises on the floor. So standing on your opposite leg. So a little kick forward. You can start off slow to maintain your balance. So it's literally just a tap of the floor and a kick forward as quickly as you can. So again, the arms are pretty good there to move to aid you, so you can maintain that balance. Okay, so another 12 seconds left. We can do it. So tap and kick. Give it a bit of welly. Come on. Almost there. This leg may be aching as well, but hey, ache is good, pain is bad. Okay, so a little march. See that fatigue at the end. So still keeping good posture, tummy muscles tight, lengthen up. Take the hands across your chest. Keep the feet so they're flat to the floor. Suck it in. So as you suck it in, you raise up, a little curl forward. So as you curl forward, think about tightening that muscle, the muscles in your tummy all the time. So it's like a standing sit-up. So curling forward and slowly back. Think about keeping your back, so if your bottom was against the wall, see that curl, lengthen to the back, tighten the tummy. There, curling forward. Nice and simple. Same with this. So curling forward. We'll do 4 more. So keep the shoulders back, tummy tight, curling forward. Every time you come forward, you might tighten that stomach even more. Think that belt as you come forward. It's tightening as you come forward. 2 more. Again, keep the shoulders relaxed, hinging forward. Okay, 1 more to finish. Then we'll take it into a bit of movement. We did your knee raises. Okay, back nice and straight, shoulders back and down. You did your knee raises. Let's go into a knee raise. When you did your knee raises, I asked you to stay upright. So you were sucking in everything nice and tight. So now we're going to work the sides of your muscles here, your oblique muscles, the areas where I'm white. This is white. So we're taking our knee across. We're adding a little twist. So you can see I'm moving from side to side. I'm twisting my body. I'm adding a little curl forward, so I'm coming forward. So you're working the center of your abdominals, your rectus abdominals, and your obliques, the muscles at the side of your stomach. So nice and simple, adding that little twist, lifting the knees up, oops, keeping balanced. So every time, think about every time that knee, that elbow comes over, you're adding a little twist, a little curl of the abdominals, but you're still tightening. Don't let them suddenly relax as you start to think about arms, legs, elbows coming across, but that tummy needs to be tight. When you start to do things, you forget about tightening your abdominals. So just a reminder, little twist and the knee raise. Okay, little march, reset. So we're adding another twist for our waist as well. To slow the pace, take the hands together, take your arms up across your body. So reaching up tall. You're adding a twist. So up and down. You can take the arms out behind. So push up and down. Keep that corset strong though. As you take the arms up, care not to hollow the lower back. Reaching those arms across. So again, reaching up, stretching, twisting and curling. So if you don't want to get down to the floor, you can do this exercise here. Again, keep that corset tight, because we forget. We start watching, start listening, and that corset starts to loosen. So reaching up and across. So you will have floor exercises as an option, but if you don't want to do your floor exercises, there's another exercise to strengthen your core, tighten your tummy. So you're going to work the opposite side. Have a little rest though, take those arms down, circle the shoulders. So we need to work the opposite side as well. So working across and again working across here. So again, stabilizing the feet, arms across the opposite side and coming across. So you're going to make it small to start off with. You're reaching up nice and tall and then across. So again, you can add that bend, add that twist. You take the arms up and across. Again, if that corset is loosening, think suck it in, tighten it up. So you've got a tight core, tight abdominals, but it gets even tighter. And think of the muscles rippling across, diagonally across your body. So reaching up, nice and tall, and adding that twist. Again, keep it smooth, keep it rhythmic. Care not to hollow the lower back. Reaching up as far as you can, adding that high movement, and reaching back as far as you can. So ache is good, pain is bad. So it is reaching up and across, like so. Okay, I'm going to do one more. Okay, taking the arms down, circling the shoulders, moving the feet just a little bit. So the next series of exercises is using the floor. So again, if you want to have a drink, remove a layer, grab your mat, now is the time. So placing your mat down to the floor, coming down to the floor. You can use the knees to come down or come down to the floor however you feel comfortable. Your first exercise, work through your tummy and your back. So it's lying down onto the floor, onto your tummy. Toes to the floor, forehead to the floor. Take your arms nice and long. Get an all over body stretch. So point your fingers and point your toes. And keep in this position here. Again, suck the tummy in tight. Think about raising or raise your right leg off the floor just a little. Squeezing your bottom as you do so. We'll do the same with your left leg. Just raising the leg off the floor and then slowly down. Take your right arm off the floor. Slowly lower it down. Same with your left. Okay, deep breath in. You're going to raise that right leg off the floor. And exhale as you lower down. Same with your left. Inhale. Slowly raise that leg up off the floor. Then we're going to add opposite arms, opposite leg. So inhale, exhale, raise opposite arm, opposite leg, tighten your tummy. Slowly lower down on exhale. Inhale, raise that leg up. Exhale, lower down. Continue. Opposite arm, opposite leg. Taking that inhale as you raise up. Exhale as you lower down. Lift the hips off the floor if you feel that you're comfortable doing so. Keep that head in line with your spine. Keep the tummy muscles nice and tight. So again, opposite hand, opposite leg. Keeping those hips down into the floor. Keep the tummy nice and tight, back nice and strong. Staying with this. Opposite arm, opposite leg. You do one more cycle. So one more each side. Okay, rolling over onto your tummy. Again, all over body stretch. Point the fingers, point the toes, lengthen out. Draw the arms round to the side, bend the knees. A couple of little pelvic tilts here. Back of the hands onto the floor, shoulders back and down. You can raise the feet off the floor, 90 degrees. Take the arms, take them ahead. Keep the shoulders back and down, so it helps keep the shoulders relaxed. So hold in this position, tummy muscles nice and tight. I'm going to extend one of the legs away. So inhale, take your left leg, take the heel down to the floor. Inhale, raise up. Inhale, right leg down as you exhale. Inhale, raise up. That's your first option, so don't forget, inhale, left leg down. Inhale and up. So this is your first option. So you can stay with this. Really lock your tummy into the floor. Or you can add in the arms as well. So you go opposite arm, opposite leg. So taking the arm nice and long. So I'm taking my left arm, left leg. Try to keep the hips square so you don't allow the hips to tilt on the floor. Again, engage that core as you slowly taking those arms and legs away from you. You can make this a little harder if you lengthen the leg as you come up. Essence is in the pace, so nice and slow. So my pace is probably a little quick, so it's something that you can learn to think where you want to pace the breathing. So you can inhale and exhale on the move. So you could inhale on the static movement. So you can inhale and then exhale. So inhale, exhale. So legs closer to you makes this movement a little bit easier. Legs further away makes the movement harder. So it's more pressure on your abdominals. So work until you can't, rest until you can. Some days this will be easier, some days will be harder. So just do what you can. Okay, so we're going to change the movement from lying on your back to on your tummy, just to mix it up a bit. So I'm drawing my legs into me, arms nice and straight, draw the arms round to the side, slowly come on up to all fours. So my hands are sitting under my shoulders, my knees are sitting under my hips, my back's flat. So from here, if you take your right leg out to the side, keeping your back flat, not allowing any movement. So fixing tummy tight, head in line with your spine, taking that opposite leg out to the side and then slowly down. So keeping that back as flat as you can as you take that leg out to the side. So think about you've got a tea or something on your back. You don't want to spill it. So you've got to keep your back as flat as possible. Keeping your back and your spine fixed, you engage your core to keep this area nice and strong. Now to add on, you can take the arm out to the side. So you create more instability through your core, so you have to tighten up even more. So it's taking that opposite arm out, together. So breath in and breath out. Breath in and out. So you show you from here. So again, pause, opposite hand, keeping that back and hips nice and square as you take the legs out to the side. Again, nice and square, knees under your hips, opposite arm out, leg out to the side, keep the hips nice and square. One hand down, opposite hand up, maintain that. So you've got to stay nice and strong in the center because you're going to get this going on. So you need an element of strength to your shoulders, element of flexibility to the hips, but you can make it to your own level. I'll show you from the front. Again, hips sitting under your knees, sitting under your hips. So without the arms, take that leg out to the side, keeping the body nice and square. The opposite side, okay, not to hollow the lower back. Take that leg out. Both together. So if you're working on sets of 10, 2 sets of 10 of each exercise would be good. If you can do more, great. Sometimes you need to change the exercise to make it a little bit harder. But first things first, just try that for now. So I hope you enjoy that. You can go back through, do it again, and we can build on that. But just something a little bit different today. Take care, everyone. Bye. Bye.